Hi, so now we're with Avishay, who manages the security content team. Avishay, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been in cybersecurity for 10 years, both in military and in the private sector. And I've joined Cato 2.5 years ago to establish and lead the security content team, which has now grown to be a group of 2 teams.
Wow, okay.
Cato's products, such as IPS, CASB, and others, require adapting to constant changes in the cyber threat environment and to new emerging technologies. The content groups make sure that we keep our products always in line with these changes. And in our team, what we do is deploy the changes necessary to adapt to these changes. We add content deployed to our POPs, updating them with protections for the latest threats.
Can you give me an example of what you mean by that?
Yeah, so if we take, for example, high-profile threats, we have our own homegrown systems where they aggregate different sources of new threats that are out. The main source that we have is social media trends, and we get these notifications to know whenever there's something that we should handle.
So you get so much information from social media, but how do you really know about new and urgent threats?
So actually it's on my phone. I get Slack notifications, and so does all the team whenever there's something urgent. And these Slack notifications come after filtering like tens of CVEs that are released daily, so that we don't have to bother decluttering what's important or what's not.
Okay, so how do you react to all these threats?
So let's take the Log4j CVE that was out recently as an example. We got that Slack notification and reacted to it in a process that normally takes us between 12 and 24 hours. Let me walk you through it. So first, we recreate the exploit in a homegrown environment that allows us to send this malicious payload out safely. And here's how we ran the Log4j payload. These same systems allow us to add IPS signatures in development mode, which we can then test to be working as expected. Once we have that signature, we will check it in a what-if scenario to see what it would catch if it were already in production, but that's even before we deploy a single line of code. We do it using our data lake, and that's something very powerful and unique to Cato, thanks to being a cloud solution. After validating the signature this way, we deploy it in silent mode to production, but it's still not blocking anything. Then we review the silent mode hits for a while to see what they catch and to make sure again that there are no false positives caused by it. And only after that, we move it to block mode, which we call MTB, move to block. When things are matabbed or MTB'd, it means that our customers are protected without having to take any action on their side.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that everything you just described is a process that takes you between 12 and 24 hours?
Yes, well, first, this is thanks to being a cloud service, as said, but it's not only that, but it's also the fact that customers don't have to make any deployment on their side. This is what normally takes most of the time, in addition to the reaction of the security team.
So basically what you get is the power of an IPS system, but without all the management overhead that's associated with it.
Yeah, exactly. We worked hard to make it happen.
Awesome. Thank you, Avishay.
Thank you, Itai.
And thank you, and goodbye from Cato Networks.